we're here in Milan, and I've got Reem Kadam. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Welcome to Milan.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Very exciting.
Very.
Very interesting film model.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly a challenge for an actress.
Very much so. It was a very personal role to me as well because Nawal is, of course, segregated by a male-dominated society and thrown in jail. My mother actually was thrown in jail by the Ba'athist regime, so it's a very near and dear role based on a true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely a catalyst for change.
Absolutely.
You know, like a hue and cry, public outcry, a public awareness campaign. I mean, wrap it up any way you want. It's a hard-hitting story.
Thank you.
And as I said, for any actress it would be
a
challenge.
Oh yeah.
And certainly at that scale of film, it's certainly something that deserves to be seen.
Thank you so much.
Internationally, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, it's inspired by the life of Rehana Jabari, who was covered by international news, BBC, Middle East, America, and I'm actually friends with her mother today, so it's very meaningful for me in many ways.
Absolutely. So it's a labor of love.
Absolutely.
And a career driver for you at the same time. I mean, you know, to be recognized for playing these pinnacle roles is every actress's dream. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is essentially on your desk. It's yours to lose, right?
It's a tour de force.
And you pulled it off.
Thank you.
So we've seen it, and it's a very believable role.
Thank you.
Very believable role.
You.
Fantastic performance. But
I appreciate that.
no film is complete without its soundtrack. So we also got Eddie here, haven't we?
Yes, we do.
So if Eddie wants to come and join us on set.
Yeah, of course, we can chat together, of course.
Eddie Torres.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome.
Should I move up?
Just
on over.
Just a little bit there.
Tight squeeze, all right.
You know, performance and music together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eddie's my buddy.
Yeah, the unstoppable force.
Yes.
Fantastic.
We become friends, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Nawal the Jewel.
Now the Jewel.
Yeah, big responsibility to get that soundtrack right.
Yes, with a very tight schedule.
Yeah,
to get it done. Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, the grand crescendo, the soundtrack, the whole vibe, the ambience. You know, everything from the protagonist is coming trick to you'd never in a million years want to be in that cell. Moment. Is portrayed beautifully by your soundtrack.
Thank you so much, Ray. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of the energy behind the music was inspired by Reem's performance. So
I pay him a lot to say that.
Sure.
We had never met. We have never met up until we met in Amsterdam in our first film fest.
Wow.
Where we've chatted over the phone, but we've never had a face-to-face, and as well as a director. So there was a lot of challenges in scoring the film.
Sure.
Nonetheless, the outcome seems to be was good. Seems to be getting a lot of.
One of my best friends, Ashley Garland, who sang a song that inspired me deeply called Mother. She's the one who linked us up. It's because of Ashley that we know each other and that Eddie's part of it with us.
Oh, wow.
So Ashley and I, in the studio, we were working on a project we were writing a song for a client out of Tel Aviv, Israel.
Yeah.
And we developed a friendship in music production, and all of a sudden she asked, hey, we were asked to write a song for Nawal the Jewel, just for a certain scene. It was just so we wrote the song, and so she really started this trend, and all of a sudden we got connected, and the director got connected, and here we are today.
Serendipity.
Yeah.
Very serendipity.
Yeah.
I think when you're working on a project, the music plays such a role as well as the performance in tandem, and I feel like it's just so great having Eddie's music in the film because it really accentuates everything in the story, and I feel like it's been so touching that the audiences, when we've sat down, they just really are moved by all of it because it goes hand in hand,
It's a wonderful concept, It's a very, very believable story because it's a biopic.
Yeah.
And it happened. We can track the event, and it's historically accurate, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
To think
really
that this actually happened in this day, in this century, let alone in this day and age.
That's
so
correct.
it's wrong on so many levels, and I mean it's obviously it's the start of a public outcry and a public question of how can this happen in this day and age? Surely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
But there's a lot of minority audiences that would appreciate the voice of this film.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully more voices will come off the back of this film.
Yeah.
Something like this, you obviously got a huge responsibility to portray the actress in her
Yeah.
best light, and obviously and the character equally in the best light. So it's the force of nature versus the performance,
Sure.
and the strength of the through line and the storyline. I mean, that's a huge responsibility. That must have been a weight on your shoulders.
It was a huge weight. You know, the thing for me was this was the greatest tour de force role of my career.
Yeah.
I was kind of almost like waiting for a role like this all my life.
Sure.
It was everything that I wanted so that I could put my heart and soul into something, and everything from music to notes to preparing and understanding who she really is.
Sure.
All fed into my role.
Wow.
And it was interesting because we also shot this in 2 languages. So we shot 2 movies, essentially, and our international version is the English version with an Iranian accent.
Wow. Wow.
And then she had to learn Malayalam.
Yeah, which was the other language.
There's the other language.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
the director would, say English, and then the next take would be Malayalam.
Yes.
It
And the
was,
film had to be scored differently as well because of
Yeah.
the 2. There was some changes musically,
sure.
so
Yeah.
so as a whole, it was like redoing it, but
Yeah.
then with a different
Timing
mindset.
and pace of intensity because
Yeah.
of the longer monologue.
Correct,
And everything
exactly.
else.
Dialogue
Yeah.
time
Wow.
changes, so and the director wanted some modifications in certain scenes, and
Sure.
so we both had some great challenges. On
yeah.
it. Yeah.
We do feel, though, that the English version is something that is going to stand out because it's something that can relate. English, of course, as a language on an international level will be very powerful, I think, for audiences because they don't have to think as much. They're watching it in a language that is considered standard.
Sure.
So, and we keep the authenticity. You look at movies as well, even like if you give an example like Valkyrie on a big level with Tom Cruise. I mean, Munich. These films, I believe Munich as well, they do English with an accent. So it's very common on huge level films.
Oh, of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
You know.
Of course. So you're in Milan. Obviously, have you had a chance to pop into Milan yet?
We hung out in Milan,
we
we
did.
had fun
We had-
with a group
yeah.
of
It's
filmmakers.
getting quite
did.
festive out there.
How do you
isn't
like it, Eddie?
Oh, fantastic! I haven't had their pizza yet. She has.
Oh, it's so good.
So I'm anxious to try it. This is my first time in Italy. Period. So, but here and being in Milan, it's just wonderful, And seeing you guys again,
Yeah,
it's just
it's been
fantastic.
really nice
It's
to
such
see
a
you
great
guys.
crew
sure.
with the Film Fest. You guys do fantastic. So
Yeah.
just being part of this event, and I was sharing with Carl earlier this week how the last event, the Film Fest, how just networking with all the different directors and people in the film industry, just really evolves into relationships and evolves into opportunities of work.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a great thing to
Absolutely.
have. So I mean, the outcome is
Brilliant
fantastic.
formula, isn't it?
So
It's
kudos to you
wonderful.
guys for doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah, you guys really are.
It's a team effort. The
Team effort,
Yeah.
boss
absolutely.
sat over there.
Yeah.
No, really.
Shout out to the boss, Carl.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it really
He
is.
is
Yeah,
over
thank
there.
you, Carl. It's all
Yeah.
about building relationships. I feel like, as you know, you've been in this business a long
Yeah.
time. It's all about networking and about, do I like this person? Even when they look at people like, if I'm going to work on a series or an actor is going to be on a show or a film, first it's 3 things. It's look, attitude, talent.
Sure.
Look doesn't mean do you look good, do you not look good? Am I looking for Kathy Bates or am I looking for, Marissa Tomei?
Exactly.
And then, the second is attitude, the third is talent,
Yeah.
because that really is the order typically. And the attitude factor is relationship builders.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So-
Well, I know you've got a busy day ahead.
Yeah.
And we've got to move on. But you've got the award ceremony coming up.
We do. We're
Very
very excited.
exciting.
Done,
Yeah.
which we won last festival.
know.
We were honored
There you
enough
go.
to win, and
Yeah.
so fantastic.
Fingers crossed
and a
for
shout
you.
out to our director who really brought us.
Yeah.
Renji, he
Renji
really,
Lal.
Renji, he was amazing, and just working with us and
Yeah.
Yeah.
our distance. I mean, you
Absolutely.
got a chance to
I know,
go to
you
India.
guys work
we did his
differently.
interview the other day.
Oh.
He's absolutely in oils with the performance of the film.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The
Fantastic,
team,
yeah.
and he's a happy man.
Yeah.
That's
Happy
good.
man.
That's great. Yeah.
It was a hard-working crew, I gotta say. I mean, there were times where we had like 16, 17, 18-hour days.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
that was
Yeah.
normal.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we were working.
Wow.
We were up
wow.
early,
He's a
up late.
taskmaster, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, his call to me was,
Yeah.
can you do the movie in 30 days? I said, okay, and can you do it in 2 languages in 30 days?
Wow.
So I said, Yeah, that was 80 hours a week.
Wow.
My wife was calculating the hours, so this is how I know.
Yeah. In other words, can you be a magician?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, can you speak Malayalam?
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Such a
sure.
humble guy
Just give
as
me a
well.
few
He's
days.
such a humble guy. He's always the quiet ones.
Yeah. we knew we'd pull it off. So
Thank you
we
very
have to
much.
move on.
Ray.
absolutely.
Thank
Ray.
you so much
Ray,
for coming
thank you
in,
so much
Eddie.
for having us.
Thank you.
Reem,
Thank you, Ray.
thank
It's
you
a
very
pleasure.
much.
Great,
As
thank you.
always.
Good luck with the awards.
Appreciate it.
And enjoy the rest of it.
Excellent,
Yay,
will do.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you.
The court hereby sentences Nawal to be hung to death within 15 days of this verdict.
The entire team of global human rights activists have been urging us to come and rescue you.